And today I'm gonna be showing you my my inverters here. Okay, these inverters are 6,000 watts each. Okay, and they are designed to work in parallel. But we're having a problem with one of these inverters. We have 6 units. Okay, so right now we're only using 2 units in parallel. So by using 2 units in parallel, we have 12,000 watts. We're supposed to be able to use all 6 units that are supposed to give us 36,000 watts. But because we're having a problem, if one of the units fails, then everything goes down and restarts. And we don't want that. So we put 2 units to work in parallel. They're working great. They're generating 12,000 watts and we're not having any issues. We're trying to locate the problem by adding one every 2 days. So tonight we're gonna be adding the third inverter, and that will bring us to 18,000 watts. Okay. The other units, we notice number 5 sometimes is giving us problems. So, but for now, like I said, we're just trying. We're trying to locate the problem. So these 2 units here, they've been working in parallel for the last 24 hours without any issues. So tonight, like I said, we're gonna be adding the third one, and that's gonna make it 18,000 watts. What we're trying to accomplish here is to get to 36,000 watts without having those issues. But anyway, if there's an issue, the manufacturer is working with us and they're willing to help us. But anyway, so 12,000, that's what we're generating right now. And 6,000 each one of those units, by the way, can generate those 6,000 watts, but they also are able to receive 6,000 watts of power from the solar panels. And that power can be transferred to the batteries, to charge the batteries, okay? By the way it works is depends how you adjust your settings. You get those 6,000 watts and they get converted to, let's say, 54 volts, 54.5 or 56, depends what the rating of your batteries is. My float of the batteries is 54.5, around 54.5. So that's what I have. I have a float of 54.5. Bulk charging, I have 56 volts. So normally the max that we're gonna get, like I said, our bulk charging max is gonna be 56. We're doing great right now. We're 100%. It's 54.5. Everything's afloat. Everything's just working great. We have enough power to run all the devices during the day with the power coming from the inverters and the solar panels, and enough power to charge the batteries to get them to 100%. So by the end of the day, some of the devices we're gonna shut down, because like the pool cleaner and stuff like that, the pool pumps and stuff like that, because there's no reason to be running them because that can drain our batteries. But if we need to use microwaves, if we need to use all the refrigerators to stay working, lights, whatever we need to use at night, televisions and everything can work without a problem. There was a time that we were even welding using air compressors and stuff like that at night because we needed to do it. All these shelves where we put the batteries, we made them with plasma cutter and some arc welders that we have, and some cutters, other type of cutters and stuff like that, So we were doing everything, building everything, and that was with the same electricity that we were getting from these inverters and solar panels. So anyway, now I'm gonna stop the video here from my phone, okay? From the camera. I'm gonna stop the video from the camera, then it's gonna transfer the recording to my phone, and I'm gonna show you guys the screen of what's going on right now on my phone. So anyway, let me stop this. It's already stopped. Let me close this, and we'll go to another screen. Here, okay, here I'm gonna show you the screens that we have here. This one here is inverter number 6, and it's generating. That was earlier, by the way. It was generating 2,100 watts. Then we have inverter number 5 generating 1.5. So if you put those two numbers together, you got 2.1 1.5, that's three and a half kilowatts. And then you add another 2, that will give you 5.5 kilowatts. Then you have 2.9, let's just round the numbers. And that was 5.5, that'll be 8.5. And you got another 2, that'll be 10.5. And you got another 2.4, so that'll be around 13 kilowatts that we're getting out of the solar panels and the inverters. That's great. Now let me show you something else. This is the voltage that we're running, and in the United States we run split phase voltage. Okay, split phase that means we receive 110, 115, or 120 from the power companies. Okay, in this case, well, I'm not getting it from the power company, I'm getting it from my inverters. Okay, so I'm getting 118. It's a safe range. That can be all the way from 110 all the way to 130 according to my monitor. But anyway, it's showing 118. So that's just 118 on half. So I'm actually getting 240. Okay, because all my air conditionings, they're 240. A lot of my devices here, my microwave, stuff like that, they're 240. So anyway, a lot of my stuff is 240. So I'm actually getting the split phase, so it's 120, 240. Okay, now let's go back, and I'm gonna show you something else. This is pool pump 1. Okay, pool pump 1, just to let you guys know, that's working, is 240. Okay, and it's using 1,254 watts. It's only 6.25 amps. Just to let you guys know, it's always better to run your devices at 240. I don't know why we have a split phase here if it's better to run the higher voltages. But anyway, because you can actually, by doing that, by running the 240, your amperage is going to be lower. The thickness of the cables that you need is going to be less. Okay, they don't have to be that thick. So when you're running 120, you're going to use higher amperages. Okay, so you're forcing more the motors or whatever you're using, and the wiring that you need needs to be thicker. So anyway, that's pool pump number 1. Pool pump number 2 is also working with 240 voltage, and it's only getting 5.41. It's only using 5.41 amps. Oh, look at that. It shows the voltage here. I didn't pay attention to that. So it shows 233. So anyway, it's supposed to be 240. So it drops a little, but it's on a safe range, 233.77. And the wattage that it's using is 1,210. That's pool pump number 2. On the next, let me see. Okay, I think we're seeing most of my screenshots here. Okay, now let me show you guys something else. Okay, that was the screenshots of the pool pumps, and now I'm gonna show you my voltage here. By the way, this one I have to open it. It's gonna show an error, but that's normal. Okay, so I just pressed OK, and now I go to the live voltage. You see, the live voltage here is 54.7 volts. Around 51 point something is 100% for our batteries, because we're using a 48 volt system. So when we have 54.7, we're at 100%. And we're also generating power for all the devices that we need, that we're using. And we're recharging our batteries without a problem. So now let me go to another application. Okay, this one here. Let's see. Okay, this one here. This application here, it takes a little while to start working, okay, because it's connecting to the internet. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna have to close that application. It's not responding. That one there is responding. I'm gonna close this one. I'm gonna close the camera. And this one, I already showed you guys that one. These are the live inverters, okay? This is an application that I use, and it's gonna show you guys my inverters live. Okay, there's a small delay. Okay, there's a small delay because of the internet, you know. And now it's not my internet. It's actually the the inverter's Wi-Fi. You know that is not that great. Anyway, look at that. Now the wattage from inverter one is a 2.8. Voltage shows 54.6. But anyway, the way these inverters work, okay, they combine the power coming from the solar panels and power from the batteries to handle the load. That's in the case of this inverter number 6. But if we go to a different inverter that is not working in parallel, that is just doing charging mode, take a look at the difference. Okay, this one right now is generating 3,300 watts. Okay, and the batteries are 100%, but this one actually is not sending power to the load. It's just sending power to the batteries. So the batteries are staying at 100%, but it's the way you notice on inverter number 1, and also I'm going to show you number 2. Number 2 is actually sending power out from the batteries to the load, because we only have 2 inverters that are generating power for the load. The other ones are in charging mode. So the number 1 and number 2 are the ones actually handling the load. That's why you see those little dots going away from the battery and going away from the solar panels and going to the house. Okay, so that's how it's working. Number 1 and number 2 are providing power to all the stuff that we're using right now. Okay, let me close this screen, and I'm gonna show you guys a different screen. This screen here is the cleaner for my swimming pool. Okay, it's working right now. Look at the water temperature. The water temperature is 81. That's great temperature. That's beautiful to go swimming right now. Normally we don't go swimming during the day unless we stay on the shady side of the pool, you know, because it's too hot and you can actually get a real bad sunburn, you know. But anyway, I was just showing you guys that. And that is the pool cleaner. Okay, now let me show you guys something else here, and that will be another system that we have here. This one here is a small system. It's just a backup power, and it's a 12-volt system. Okay, this system here is a 13.27. So that's just backup power. That one there is fully charged every single day. If we want to use power at night and we don't want to take it from our main batteries, we take it from this one, because we have a 5,000 watt inverter there connected to those batteries. So those batteries are charging all the time. Excuse me, they're not charging all the time. They're charged all the time. They're charging during the day, but they're always fully charged. Okay, so now let's go to something else. And okay, this is another screen that we have here, and I'm going to show you guys something. These are our air conditioning units. Okay, our air conditioning units, we have 11 units. Okay, and we have 10 units working right now. We turn off one. There's no need to be running that one. I mean, it doesn't cost us a penny. Okay, but nobody's there, so we're not using that unit. So we're actually running 10 air conditionings, okay, at 70 degrees, okay, and each one of these units is 12,000 BTU, so it's 1 ton each. By running 10 right now, we're running 10 tons of air conditioning power, cooling power. That is incredible. That is great, okay. And look at some of the temperatures here, just to give you an idea. See, this one is running at 70. Room temperature, ambient temperature is 71.8. Just to give you an idea, that's a big room, okay? This is also another big room, and that one there we have 2 units running there. It's 74.8. Still a great temperature, okay? But that one there is just cooling down a bigger room. We have 2 air conditionings there, okay, on that area, and the area of a family room. Let me show you guys there. That one there is 75.4. still a great temperature. It's still just wonderful temperature. Okay, but let me show you guys the temperature in some smaller rooms. Let's take a look at the temperature of this one. This room, the temperature is 69.3. Well, you might be saying, well, wait a minute, why are you running all these different temperatures? Well, like I said, the temperatures go according to the room. Okay, I can lower the temperature more to bring it down low, to a lower temperature, but then I'm gonna have the family complaining that it is too cold. So I just keep it like that. Take a look at this one here. Okay, 71. That one there, we actually have 2 units in that room because that room is too big. Okay, 71.4. Great. This one here is just computer room, and look at that, 70. And this one here is 67.8. That's a small room. This other one here is also a small room. Take a look at this, 67.1. By the way, this one here is a computer room. And look at that temperature, 64.8. Incredible. So anyway, that's just to show you the cooling power that we get out of this solar system. And let's take a look at something else. Let me see what else we have here. Okay. I think that should be enough. I already I was trying to show you before the actual wattage they were using. And take a look at this, okay? The 12,000 watt system, the parallel system, is actually using 6,575 watts. That's the house, the pool pumps. We have 2 pool pumps, and also not all the air conditionings are running out of that system. We have another 5,000 watt inverter, and that one there is running some of the air conditionings because we don't want to overload this 12,000 pound system. We split the load, okay? So as you can see, the 12,000 watt system is actually running almost 7,000 watts. And the other one, 5,000 watt system, is running almost 2,000 watts. And let's take a look at the temperature right now. Temperatures here are only 1050. We're supposed to get to 96 today. So that's why the air conditioners are working right now, keeping the temperature down. Okay? So it's 78 right now. It's getting warm, and it's gonna be real sunny. It's gonna be hot. At 96, that's gonna be hot. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. We need more subscribers. I had to stop the video, and see you guys next time. Take care. Bye.